Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Power Lunch Coffee Break. Ladies Power Lunch Coffee Break is fantastic because here's what we do. We use a tight half hour to dive into the topics that you're particularly interested about. And we're using our very, very own talent in our Ladies Power Lunch group. We're taking the experts who know about the things that they know about and giving them the opportunity to certainly shine a little bit about their business, but to also tell us about the thing that we want to know about. And if at the end you find that you want a little bit more information, just tag them in the group. And I know this for a fact, they'll be 100% happy to help you out. So joining us today on the call, I have Marianne. I have Robin, who is an Instagram micro influencer. I have Prati, who she's just the marketer for fun and excitement in your marketing for your business. And I have Sammy, who she is a content strategist, and she actually can help you to get your posts for your social media all up and ready. So guys, I'm just going to go around the room and I'm just going to give you an opportunity to very quickly introduce yourselves and tell me why you like Instagram. Let's start with Sammy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I love being here. I am Samantha Williams, President and CEO of Sam's Word. We are primarily a writing and content development firm helping entrepreneurs and small to mid-sized businesses with their content because people hate writing and I love writing. So that's what I do.
And you're good at it.
I'm good at it. Why not make money doing it? I also do social media management. So I take your social media pages and I put them on autopilot for you. So you don't have to do anything but approve. And some of my clients don't even want to look at it. It just goes up. So I can help put your social media on autopilot. And I love Instagram because it has so many free features that you can use before you start promoting and buying ads. There's so many different things you can use to connect with your clients, your potential clients, and expand your reach. So I love they keep growing and changing and adding new things to the program, and I just love it.
Awesome. How about you, Prati? Who are you? And this is not the existential question that you think it is. And also, why do you love Instagram? Unmute yourself. Feel free to do that.
When you ask who am I, but yes. I make marketing really fun and effortless, and that's why I love Instagram, because it is fun for me. The fact I can connect to the audience, and I can really, I am all about just giving everything I know. So I'm always talking about how to market, and I like beautiful stuff too. So I love the fact that I can make it look really beautiful, and I can create the templates, and there's a order to this whole thing. And that's one of the reasons I think is just being able to connect and get my voice directly in front of people rather than through different ways.
I like it. I like it. Robin, you are a micro influencer on Instagram. Tell people in the group about what it is that you do and how you got there.
Yeah. So I'm Robin Finney. I'm also known as Wandering Ant, like this kind of ant, A-U-N-T. And I am an intuitive and authenticity guide, world traveler, nomad, and I use Instagram to just document my life. I've been traveling the world solo for 2 years, and I use it to connect with people literally all over the world. I use it when I'm local, wherever I am local. I can look places up by location and tag locations and just kind of learn more about the area in that way. And then also just connect with people on a global level as well. And I love that's what I love Instagram, because for me, Instagram is connection and engagement.
Awesome. Awesome. Marianne, how about you? Are you using Instagram a whole lot?
I'm Marianne Pack, and I have mariannepack.com. I'm a spiritual guide, and I help people with their manifestations through the law of attraction. I like Instagram, and I loved the 101 Instagram that we had a few weeks ago because there were things on there that I had no idea of. So I'm looking forward to learning more because I do enjoy Instagram. I just don't use it enough, and I'm not using it efficiently. So I'm ready to learn from y'all.
Awesome. So, Sammy, I'm going to jump right back to you. And I want you to talk a little bit about how Instagram stories and also IGTV can be helpful for somebody in business.
So Instagram stories and IGTV are just another way for you to connect with your clients through the Instagram platform. What I've learned is that there's some people who just scroll through the stories, and there's some people who just scroll through the feed. So if you're going to put content in both places, you're kind of maximizing your reach and exposure to make sure people, whichever way they're scrolling through Instagram, is going to see your content. So I like the Instagram stories feature because it's really a way to go behind the scenes in your business. I do a lot of, a day in a life, this is what I'm doing today. This is what's happening, sharing personal stuff that's usually not on my feed, but I'll put it in my stories. I also love the fact that you can use your stories to save highlights to your Instagram page. So the highlights are those little circles that's at the top of your profile. You'll see them if you go on Instagram. You see the circles at the top of the screen. And so ideally, the highlights the Insta stories are there for 24 hours. If you wanted to save it longer than that, you can create a highlight bubble, name it for whatever you want to name it, brand it. So put your brand colors and identity on those highlight circles. And then you can save that content from your stories into your highlight. And those highlight circles, you can keep them there forever, but they only hold up to 100 pieces of content. So once you reach 100, it's going to push out the earlier one. So it's a really good way to keep your content alive. And one of the things that I do is put hashtags in those stories. Those hashtags are going to be those keywords that people are searching for on Instagram when they're looking for the services and products that I provide. So I put the hashtags in my story, and then I put the story in my highlight bubble. And those hashtags will now live on Instagram until it reaches that 100 point and in that highlight bubble. So it's another way just to make sure that you're maximizing your reach and exposure and utilizing those free features. Same with the IGTV. So IGTV is like a YouTube version embedded inside of Instagram. And so you create your own channel. Everyone, if you have Instagram, you have an IGTV channel that you can start utilizing now. And your IGTV, I believe you can have episodes up from 10 minutes to 1 hour. It has to be at least 60 seconds. So if it's less than 60 seconds, it'll just post to your regular feed. If it's more than 60 seconds, it'll go to IGTV because it's able to hold a much longer content there.
Okay, that sounds great. Prati, that was really, really great information, Sammy. Prati, do you use IGTV and Instagram stories?
Yeah, so I go live on very rarely, but I do use like videos. I create videos and put it out as, again, informational videos regarding. But what I do tend to use the stories more to connect at a personal level or share other people's content, which I really like. That goes to story for me. And also like my energy levels, I talk about all the time. I highlighted them and there's a bubble so people can go through all the energy levels right there. But I really use stories to connect to people again at a personal life, things I would not post typically on my feed, like in my Instagram introduction, I don't call myself a mom or something, because that's a business page for me. So but I do want to share something about my being a mother and how fun it is, then it will go to the story. So it's a fine balance of letting people know a little bit about my personal life, because that's a very authentic connection. So it's not just about business for me in stories. It's really letting them know who I am as a person overall, because everything plays a part in business for me. So that's how I use stories the most.
Awesome. I like what you're saying, Prati, about the fact that, because for me also, Instagram is pretty much all about business. If you go on Instagram and look at all my posts, it's all business related things to do with ladies power lunch, things to do with me promoting all y'all, things to do with perhaps talking a little bit about my practice. But there is an opportunity for me to allow the people who watch me on Instagram to know a little bit more about me as a person. And like you said, you're a mom. I'm a mom too. And the people who really know me know that I'm all about these little kids. They're everything. And so this is probably an opportunity for me to share a little bit more about myself personally in this story. So thanks for sharing that. Robin, I'm going to ask you to unmute, and I invite you to, I know IGTV is something that you use quite frequently because I've watched some of your posts there. How does that work for you and for your business?
Yeah, so I like IGTV for, as Sammy said, like being able to do longer videos. And so I do, with my intuitive and authenticity work, I do card readings and clarity sessions. So I'll go on IGTV and I'll do a card reading, and that way I have a little more time to read the message and interpret it, and then it will live on my page so that people can go back and refer to that. And also I've been doing more Instagram lives. And so when I do a live, it automatically goes to my IGTV. And the great thing about doing a live is if you have less than, and Sammy may know this, but if you have less than either 5 or 10,000 followers, you're limited to posting 10 minutes on IGTV. But if you do a live on Instagram,
Or if you're verified.
Verified, right. Okay. So, and then if you go live, then you can go up to an hour, and then that will go to IGTV. So I like that for that feature.
And I'm just checking over on the Facebook group. If you have any questions for our panel, feel free to post it over in the Facebook group. I want to say hi to Luana, to Carol, who just joined us over here. Mickey, thanks for joining us as well. PK, Jamie, we have Naomi has joined us, Robin, Sammy's over there, Emily. We have quite a few of our members who are watching over on our Facebook Live. So if you have any questions, feel free to just post it in that feed and I will share it with our panelists. Somebody wants to know, what is verified? So I think, Sammy, you might be able to answer this better than I would.
So you get your account verified for certain reasons. So like celebrities, they're well-known people, so they have their accounts verified. If you're a social media influencer, your account usually gets verified through Instagram. And account is verified because it has a little blue check next to it. So you see the little blue check, that's how you know the account is verified. I actually have a client who she wanted me to help her get verified. And we were like, okay, let's get you verified. So she has almost 33,000 followers. And me and my social media manager, Yarnique, started looking into it. And we realized that Instagram has all these contingencies to determine who's going to be verified. So just because you have a large following doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be verified. If she became famous, she would have more of a chance of becoming verified if more people were talking about her on the popular pages and things like that. So that's how you get your account verified. It just says that you are the official influencer, that this is not a fan page, basically. This is the actual celebrity account or influencer account.
Awesome. Okay, so basically you're saying that getting verified on Instagram is probably less of a big deal than getting verified on Twitter.
Well, I don't tweet. I don't know anything about the Twitter sphere. But I would just say getting verified on Instagram, I think would be really, really cool, but it's probably unattainable.
Oh, okay. Well, I submitted to get verified, so I'll keep you guys posted.
Good luck.
Well, my level of fame might not be as yet, guys, where it needs to be in order for me to be verified, but we'll see how that goes.
Keep us posted.
I wanted to just touch a little bit, Sammy, on any sort of plugins or technological programs or apps that work well with stories, like might work better with stories than just with the feed, or that might work better with IGTV than just with the feed?
So Zapier, that's
That's your
Zapier.
favorite.
That's my favorite. I'm in love with Zapier. I mean, Zapier is bae. It can do everything. It's so amazing. So you go to Zapier.com, Zapier.com, and what it does is an integration tool, and it literally integrates with any system, tool, program, platform you're using. Your bank account, your QuickBooks, your Microsoft Word. Yesterday I was in Zapier connecting Zoom with MailChimp, with Eventbrite. So it has all, what it does is it automates and integrates processes so that it eliminates you having to do it manually. So Zapier, I would say get into Zapier and see what connections you can have with Instagram and Instagram stories and IGTV, because what it does is really put your account on autopilot. The other one I use is Planoly, Planoly.com. So I'm a big fan of creating my content in advance and scheduling it out, because I don't have time to manage it manually. It's not going to happen. And so with Planoly, in the last few months, they also have a stories feature where you can share your stories automatically to Instagram. So I've used that in the last year or so. I was bored one Sunday and I created these Sunday motivational tips that go out every Sunday on my business page, Sam's Word. And so I was bored and I created, I don't know, like 300 or so of these, use the same template and just changed the motivational thing and just scheduled it into Planoly. And every Sunday it goes out to Planoly. Planoly also has templates for stories. So if you're saying, I want to use stories, but I don't know what, I don't know how to design it, you can also go to Canva and use their templates to create your posts and your stories. But through Planoly, they have a whole suite of templates for your stories that you can use, and you can brand it and make it, your own, with the colors and the fonts and things like that. So those are the two that I know, Planoly and Zapier, Planoly and Zapier, Zapier. Planoly has an app and a desktop version. Zapier is just desktop, but it's fine. I love it. I just get in there and go. Both of them have free and paid options. So I just updated my Zapier to a paid account because they limit your number of zaps. So every time it does something for you, that's a zap, and you get a maximum number of zaps you can use per month. So I'm using new features that are really putting it on my processes on autopilot. So I'm now paying for Zapier. I pay for the year. And I want to say it's probably about $250 a year for Zapier for the plan that I have. Planoly also has a free and paid account. And I will say I was using Zapier for a long time for free without paying. I just started paying maybe 2 months ago.
Okay.
Planoly also has a free and paid. I'm using the paid account because through the paid account, it will connect whatever I post on Instagram, whatever I can schedule it from Planoly to go to Instagram and Facebook at the same time. Where, yes, Instagram has the functionality. If you post on Instagram, it will automatically share to your Facebook, but that functionality doesn't always work. So I make sure my content goes to Facebook through Planoly. So that's, with the free account, it doesn't go to Facebook. You just use the integration. And then also, as a social media manager, I'm managing my different clients' accounts. So I can toggle through my different clients' Planoly accounts and see all their content, their hashtags, and everything we have set up in Planoly that way.
Awesome. For planning for social media, I personally like for Instagram, I personally like later.com. And for stories, I like Ripple. I don't know if any of you guys use that one. And I also do like Canva. Prati, I'm going to pull you up on camera here. Any integration tools that you're using?
Not an integration tool, because here's the thing, guys, and it's great to plan your content and push it out to Instagram if you don't have time, but Instagram likes real time engagement. They want you to post it. They want you to engage with your audience in real time. So if you really want to kind of utilize Instagram's algorithm, then you gotta do it every day, and have somebody actually log into your account, post it. People, when they like the account or make a comment, you need to do it within an hour or so. You gotta go back, comment on it, because 24 hours is too long for Instagram. So that's why I'm not a big, like, I personally, when I manage account or my account, I do it every single day, because that's when I've seen my engagement go really high. And another thing I am always kind of little bit apprehensive or caution is when you see somebody has 10 points, some kind of followers, and their post has like 30 likes. Please make sure that then the likes have been bought. They are not the real likes. So I mean, all these things you need to pay attention. It's very easy to do the integration. I think Sammy has given some amazing tools, but I don't really use Facebook. You can schedule the post on the Facebook for a month or two in advance, and that's great. But for Instagram, I don't use any integration tool.
So the only disclaimer I always, because I teach the social media management and marketing, and the only disclaimer I give in every lesson I give is that all of the platforms want authentic engagement. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, they all want authenticity. The only issue with that is when you look at the organic and authentic reach, it's about 3%. It's a 3% reach rate across Instagram and Facebook. LinkedIn has a higher organic reach rate of about 13%. But on Instagram and Facebook, it stayed at about 3 to 3.5% organic reach rate. So when I think of my clients and my own social media and the amount of time that it takes to do it manually every single day, especially when you get to social media management companies are not doing it manually because it's impossible and it takes a lot of time to manage social media, which is why clients outsource it. Businesses outsource that role. And so when you look at a 3% reach rate for organic posting, I always talk about time is money. Time is valuable. So I'm not going to spend time for doing organic posts for a 3% reach rate when I can get the same or more engagement by doing it manually and knowing that my content is going to go out and I have a presence on all social media platforms. And then Prati also made a good point too about buying your followers and your likes. So it's easy to recognize like bots on pages. People pay for bots, and bots will manually, they will like and comment for you. So you pay a bot company to do your likes and comments. That way you're showing up on other people's posts and people are seeing who you are. But if your likes and comments aren't aligning with the content, then people are going to realize it's a bot. Like basically, if you just see like emojis, or if someone's saying that, I had a death in my family, it's been really hard, but they use a hashtag that your bot is connected to, and then you comment and say, oh, this is awesome. People are going to be like, what's happening here? So you do want to be careful with buying likes and followers because it's not authentic. And yes, I call it the vanity analytics anyway, right? These are vanity analytics, your number of followers, your number of likes that you have. Yes, you can have ice cream because I'm home camping. Those are vanity analytics. And I mean, it's nice, right? Like my client that has almost 33,000 followers, she's trying to get it to the next level. So she was at 32.2, now she's at 32.4. And for her, she really cares about the number of followers. And I'm showing her the back end on the insights page where you can look at your analytics, and I can show her impressions and her reach. So whereas she's concerned that she has 32.4 followers and 34,000 followers and she's trying to get to 33,000 followers, I'm showing her this content show you reach 500,000 new Instagram accounts this week alone. So yes, you have 32,000 followers, but 500,000 new accounts saw your content. So yes, we got to get away from the vanity analytics. You can have 300 followers. I said this to someone yesterday. You know, you can have 300 followers, and it's going through to your bank account, because that's what matters, right? We're in business. We're using social media to promote and market our businesses, right? So you can have 32,000 followers and no conversions over to business, and it's not hitting your bank account. Or you can have 300 followers of people who are actively participating and liking, following, engaging, and buying your products and services, and it's hitting your bank account, because that's what matters.
Yeah, there are two things that I just want to make sure that everybody is really, really keying in on. One is that you want to make sure that the people that are following you are actually engaged followers. And so the numbers aren't really giving you the full picture on that. What gives you the picture is the money in your bank account, in a way. And two, you want to make sure, like Prati was saying, that you are personally getting in there and engaging personally with people, showing up. Even if your stuff is automated, getting on there and commenting on other people's posts, getting on there and, commenting on your post, responding to the people who do comment for you. I mean, it's really, thank you for commenting. And also, this is my thought on what you just said. It's really important to have that back and forth. So I absolutely agree with that. I love also, guys, the information that you shared about some of the plugins that work for you. Robin, I'm gonna ask you to come on up on camera, unmute yourself, please, and just give us a couple of do's and don'ts for stories and for IGTV. And if you have any additional plugins that you think we missed, you can share that too.
Yeah, I shared this last time, but I like the Unfold app and Swag Story. Those have a little bit of different options. And I use Canva occasionally. But let's see.
Second one that you said?
Yes, they're Unfold is one of them. And then Canva, which you mentioned, and also Swag Story.
Okay.
I like those. And I like Unfold as like a collage one, so you can put video and pictures together, because when you're posting a story, you can only do one photo at a time. So I like it for that. When you're doing stories, I like stories for the authenticity, real life, behind the scenes. And also, as Prati said, like you can share other people's content. So I recommend when you're doing a story to allow your personality to shine, and also use it as a platform to share your voice. So make sure, like when you're sharing things, like if you're sharing somebody else's content, make sure that your personal values actually align with the person who you're sharing. Because a lot of times I've noticed, I just took a 3-week hiatus from social media, and I'm slowly getting back on. And what I'm noticing is, it's like there's just been a lot of like people just sharing all this stuff like in your face, telling you what to do. And it's more like performative posting rather than authentic. And so I would say just stick true to who you are, true to your brand, true to your voice, and make sure the people that you're reposting are true to who you are as well. Just I'm all about authenticity, so just remain authentic.
Awesome.
I also want to mention too, Robin was talking about on stories, you can reshare people's content. So on Instagram, you can reshare anybody's content. You can I use a repost app. And what you do is you click the 3 dots at the top of the post that you want to repost and do save, I think it is. It's not save, it's the other one. But you clip it basically, and you go into your repost app and it brings it there. And you download it to your device, your phone, and you're able to reshare. So it's really good because pictures you can just screenshot and reshare, but it's really good for resharing other videos that are on Instagram. And then also, as Prati was saying too, remember to be social. and Davia, you were saying this, remember to be social. It's social media. You can't go on social media on Instagram and just be selling your products and services. It's not about that. It's about adding value and showing that you are an industry expert in whatever your industry is, for whatever your product and services. It should not all be click here, sign here, register now, and buy my product or service. You need to engage with people. You need to like, comment, share other people posts, comment and respond to people who comment on your post. And what happens is, if you put a post out and it starts getting engagement, the sooner the conversations start to happen on that post, the more chances are that you're going to hit the popular page. When you hit the popular page, you're really expanding your reach. And I've had many posts reach the popular page, and it like blows my mind. I have a Rihanna post, and I think it's up to 17,000 likes right now, something like that. It's like, no, I'm lying. It's like 130 likes. It's like insane. And then it makes me think, how do these celebrities do it with all these comments and likes on their posts? I don't know how they do it. And this is just one that's like going insane. So you want to expand your reach. That's why you're on social media. So use the hashtags that are going to get onto the popular page, that are going to get attention. Create your own brand hashtags, but use industry specific hashtags. Everything you post on social media should have hashtags, because otherwise it's like you're standing talking to the wall, because no one's going to see it. So make sure, if you want to use social media to market your products and services, you're using hashtags, relevant hashtags that are not shadow banned. That's a whole nother topic. So you want to make sure you're using relevant hashtags that are working and are effective.
Awesome. So I have Audra in the chat on Facebook, and she says, my business grows from word of mouth mostly and from LinkedIn connections. Not convinced the hours of time Instagram takes to learn and use is worth it for me. Prati, I would invite you to weigh in on this.
So here's the thing with the social media. I was about to say that 12 months of consistency before you're going to see business. So if you don't have the patience, if you don't have the time, don't do it. It's very simple. To me, Instagram does require time, and every social media, even on LinkedIn, leads come a long time once you keep posting and if you keep showing up. So if you're in a hurry, and do paid ads, go and spend money. If you're looking for organic, then just show up consistently, do it with the right energy, that you're at least getting out in front of people, no matter what social media you're choosing, okay? Whether it's LinkedIn.
That's the reason why I invited you to answer this question, because I want you to bring something to the conversation about the energy of choosing your platforms and deciding where you're going to be posting.
Yesterday, I think 2 days ago, I was talking to someone and she said, I don't like social media, but I have to be on Instagram. Guess what? Never going to get business, ever. Because you're forcing yourself to do something you're not enjoying, and you're putting that energy to the people, because I have to be on it. Right there, you lost it. You lost this authentic conversation. So unless you're really enjoying it, just don't do it. Do what you truly enjoy. Trust me that one platform will bring you all the business you need. And that's all you really need to do. But if you're saying, oh man, I hate this social media business, but I have to do it, no business, for a long time. Then it may take 2 or 3 years instead of 1 year.
2 points I want to follow up with that on for Prati. One is a shameless plug. You need to be on social media. If it's 2020, we're going into 2021. If you're not on social media, it's like not having a website. Your business don't exist. If it's a headache, call Sam's Word. Secondly, you want to be like that, right? Like that. Secondly, you want to be on a platform where your clients are. So maybe your ideal client is not on Instagram. Maybe your ideal client is on LinkedIn. I know it's important to have a presence somewhere, because you never know, except for Twitter, I'm not tweeting, but it's important to have a social media presence, because you never know where your ideal client is going to find you. And you see how Google and Big Brother works. I can say something right here now, and when I go on Facebook, I'm going to see an ad for it. So you need to have a presence on these platforms. So that's why I use these tools, because my ideal client, I'm B2B, right? I'm writing for entrepreneurs and small to mid-sized businesses. So my ideal platform is going to be LinkedIn, but I know I need to have a presence on Instagram and Facebook. So that's why I use Davia to make sure once my content is scheduled, it's going to go to all 3 platforms at the same exact time, and I don't have to worry about it. But I also know I can use LinkedIn and finesse that platform a little bit more, because that's where my ideal client's going to be. I do get a whole lot of clients from Instagram, a whole lot, not really from Facebook. Facebook is my least favorite of them all, but I get a lot from Instagram, and I get a lot on LinkedIn, because that's where my ideal client is going to be. So understand, one, you need a social media presence. If you can't do it yourself, find someone to do it for you. If you have the budget for it, take the time to learn if you don't. 3, identify the platform that's going to be best for you, and not even what you like, where your target audience is. Because even if I don't like Twitter, but if I find out I need to be tweeting in order to reach my clients,
I know you'll be tweet.
I'll be right up there, right up there. But it is, because it's not about me. It's about my bank account, right? We talked about this. It's about your activities and what you're doing on social media, transferring over to the bottom line to your bank account. So you tell me today, Sammy, you need to be there because that's what corporations are. Guess who's going to be on Twitter? Right now, I'm going to finesse LinkedIn because that's where my target audience is. So identify with your target social media space and then devote time to that one if it's going to make you feel more comfortable than having it spread out to multiple platforms.
Awesome. So guys, we like to try to
template, guys, if anybody wants it, to create a customer persona so they know which platforms to use, because unless you know your customer, you don't know which platforms. If anybody needs a template, just text me or email me and I will send it to you.
Awesome. And you know what, Prati, I would invite you to go ahead and drop that information in the chat on the Facebook page, and that way people can know how to connect with you directly on that. Same thing with you, Sammy. So we like to try to say that we're going to be a half hour on these things. I'm still waiting for the day when that actually happens. I'm going to just go around and start with Robin. Robin, any final words, anything you have going on right now, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, one, just have fun, whatever you choose, whichever platform. Davia will echo that as the chief fun officer. And also, yeah, I'm actually starting on Monday. I took a hiatus and I'm getting back online, and I'm doing 30 blog posts in 30 days. And so I'll be sharing my content across Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and I'll be highlighting a little more behind the scenes on my stories around my blog posts and why I'm choosing to write about what I'm writing about. So follow me at Wandering Ant if you would like to read and learn.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We will be following you for sure. And I'm glad that you're getting back out there and traveling, and in spite of everything, doing everything in a safe way. And we're going to be talking next week on Ladies Power Lunch Coffee Break about how to get back to in-person events in a safe way. So that's something that I think we'll all be very, very interested in. And I do have a master retreat leader who has been traveling the country during this time and really cataloging how to make this happen, how to allow us to get back to being in person without putting ourselves at risk. And so I invite you all to join us on Tuesday for that. Prati, any final words, anything to plug?
I would say have fun, guys, and if you want to get a lot of marketing tips, follow me at Prati Kaufman. I'm always adding marketing, like how to do it, what to do it, keep following and you'll get a lot of tips. But I have a shameless plug-in. I am taking like my dream travel with the kids, with my nephew and with my son, and I'm going across Midwest alone, camping. Like we have a tent in the car. We have no idea except the first 2 places we are staying on a campsite. After that, we have no idea. We're going through national parks, we are hiking, and we are camping. So and this whole trip is planned by kids. I have not done anything. I'm just following what they're telling me. This is the campsite you need to book. Go ahead and let's book it. So
I feel like you need to connect with Robin. So I feel like this could be like you guys could be posting on the Ladies Lunch page every day where you are and what you're doing. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Just
so it's called the
on a live.
THE. I'll put the link on the Day Voyage on Facebook. So follow me and let's see what we are up to. I have no idea what I'm going to be up to.
That's awesome. I love that. And we were talking earlier about FAIR, because I thought that was interesting, and that's what came up in my meditation this morning. And a lot of us, when it comes to the social medias, there might be some fear attached, but you're putting fear to the side and just heading on out there, and I love that. That's awesome. Sammy, what do you have to plug, and any final words?
Well, Sammy's going to be at home. You guys have fun there. I just want to say Instagram is a really great tool to use to market your business. One thing we didn't talk about is just like your finances, you don't want to commingle. So make sure you do not use your personal page to promote your products and services in your business. You need a separate page for that. What I would like to promote is I'm also the president of the Collaboration of Minority Women Professionals. And I put a link in the chat here. I'll share it again in the ladies' Power Lunch Facebook group. We are having a $99 membership sale that ends today. And also, ladies who are members of the LPL, Davia is sponsoring a membership. So if you join the Collaboration of Minority Women Professionals and you're a member of LPL, you have a chance to get your membership sponsored by Dr. Davia.
And you don't have to be a minority to join the Collaboration of Minority Professionals, just so you know.
Actually, our first member was a white woman. Hey, Barb. So you do not need to be a minority, and men, we will take your donations if you're listening. And so you have two chances to get your membership sponsored because Elisa Bowens Mercado, who's the owner of Elisa's House of Salsa in New Haven, and she's also the owner of Rhythm Brewing in Connecticut. She's the first Black female beer brewer in the state. She's also sponsoring a membership. So you have two chances to get it sponsored. Usually the membership is $125 a year. We're having a discount. Is $99. You register now, and it doesn't come out till September because we are aware that some people's finances may not be right now. So you register now, and your $99 will not be paid until September, but it ends today. So I put a link here, and I'm going to put a link in Facebook also.
Awesome. And also, you are going to be hosting our Free Gift Friday next week, Friday. So we'll look forward to seeing that. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for Ladies Power Lunch Coffee Break. I am going to attempt next time for us to really stick to that tight half hour. Good luck to me on that. And I have a lot of upcoming events that are going to be very important and memorable for you, for your business and for your personal development. So stay tuned, stay posted, keep checking the Facebook group, keep checking our Facebook page, and also keep checking your email because I do send an email out once a month. Thanks everybody for joining us, and I hope this was valuable. I hope you got value. Thanks to our panelists for joining and for sharing their knowledge with us, and I look forward to seeing you guys at 1 for Free Gift Friday when we're going to be giving away a ticket to eWomen Network's next accelerated networking event, and our sponsor is going to be Ina Hoskins. See you guys at 1. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye.